Step right up, folks! Your dream come true! Give a wedgie just 25 cents!
Wedgies?
Welcome to the Wedgie Club. In this video, what we'll be discussing is Wedgies Explained. Now, I'm sure some of you may think that this is pretty straightforward, and what is there really to explain? You just grab somebody's trousers and lift them off the ground, or at least on their tippy toes. Wedgies are a schoolyard prank that has been used over the years in many different spaces. Recently, however, wedgies have taken on a whole new form where people are now into giving them, getting them, hanging off of rooftop buildings, but they are not really sure where to get them from or how to go about it, so that's what this video is for.
You like wedgies?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
First things first, if you made it this far into the video, understand that this is a fetish. The faster you accept this, the faster you can go enjoy life. Get to know, why do you even like wedgies? What about them do you like? Do I need this in my friendship? Do I need this in my relationship? How can I incorporate this in my life and still be happy? For some of us, it's getting involved in a community, making a profile, making friends, making content. For others, it's doing meetups, and for some creepily faceless profiles, they leave weird comments under non-wedgie community accounts, which in my opinion, y'all, if they made one wedgie video and the rest of the content is literally only family and friends, and they don't follow any other accounts that you follow, they're literally just posting on the internet, most likely he's not into wedgies, and just because you ask nicely doesn't mean that you're entitled to them. Another fun fact is wedgies are very, very queer, which I broke down in my last video, which you should definitely check it out. I put it in the link down below. So given that we are all online and there's only so many solo wedgies you can give yourself, what are the many different forms of wedgies that you can give? The answers are all around us, my friend. You have artists and authors on Wattpad and DeviantArt creating all this crazy wedgie illustrations, wedgie books. We have to remember that before we started making content, content was made for us, whether it was on television or through other people that's not part of the community. And this is where our artists and authors come in. The imagination of some of our artists like Black Jacobo 99. If you think TV and cartoon wedgies were good growing up, just look on DeviantArt. Thank me later. If you recently read a book with a wedgie mention in it and that got you all hot in different areas, child, check out my favorite selection of books I've had over the years that still gives me joy to this day. What are the benefits and cautions to wedgies? The first area that really starts to see the benefit is the mental health. Believe it or not, wedgies are a form of self-care. How many of you came home and immediately started to wedgie yourself or think about others getting wedgied? How many, as soon as you do it, you feel a rush that you cannot get enough of? Wedgies can be a tool to help you reach better wellness if you understand your love for wedgies, but it can also be a detriment. Dealing with a bad master, not having the right underwear, not knowing your reasons for why you even like wedgies, as do you like pain, do you like pleasure, the sound of your underwear ripping, etc. You need to know these things as they can all affect your experience. If you interact with the community, your social needs will greatly benefit. Everyone needs somewhere where they can go to talk about their problems, where people can understand them. Being able to talk to people not just about your problems, but your wedgie problems is a need. My advice for those who are just getting started out is to just read the room. Take notice when someone isn't interested in talking about something. I will also tell you, don't let wedgies be the only reason that you like somebody. Get to know them. We all like it, so you gotta ask yourself what separates this person from another person. If you notice somebody only wants to talk about wedgies every time y'all chat and never really had a deep conversation, that's probably not your guy. That one faceless profile that can only say yes, no, and wedgie yourself is probably not your best bet. But really, y'all, try. I'll be honest and say when I first came into community, I wasn't interested in trying to make friends. You know, I was interested in those wedgies. But ended up making friends that surprisingly have treated me better than people I've known my entire life. They check on me when they haven't heard from me. I can talk to them about anything, both wedgies related and life related. Not to mention we both tease each other every now and then for wearing briefs and both being grown men, which in my opinion, manliest thing you can wear, right? Cool, thought so too. The best way to get started is by going to our social media and getting involved in the conversation. I will have it in our link below.
Briefs. Boxers. Briefs. Boxers.
What is the go-to underwear for wedgies? Now I will say I'm a little biased, but I will say also that the community picked this choice as well. Tidy whities or white briefs or white panties have always been seen as the world's most pure and most nerdy. During the community's prime was around the same time most men were wearing tidy whities. You have to remember that wedgies are associated with bully culture, and anything that isn't considered attractive, i.e. white briefs, i.e. panties, i.e. nerds. Pretty much any pair that you have that you think wouldn't be socially attractive is a good pair. My go-tos are 32 Cool, Polo Ralph Lauren, FTL, and Calvin's. I personally prefer a little stretch with my wedgie, but aside from tradition, I love FTLs. They're just such a good brand. If you have any good recommendations or you think Hanes is better, please put it in the comments. Alright, so you made it to the end of this video. You may know how to wedgie yourself, but not so much on how to get somebody to wedgie you. And you are seething at the loincloth because these tighty whities need to get stretched. Well, it's quite simple. You need to network. Put yourself out there and finally make that wedgie account. Get involved in discussions. You'll be surprised at who shares your sentiments. Figure out what type of contributions you want to make, like making art or making books or just making content. But you need to do something other than sitting behind a faceless profile. Stop lurking and enjoy yourself. You deserve it. And just like that, we are at the end of our video. Thank you so much if you made it this far in this video because the editing took so much. Let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments. And please hit that like button so that I know that you like this kind of content, so that I know that you still want me to make it. Follow us on social media if you want to stay up to date with our events or anything that we're doing in the community. And my last thing is to never let nobody define you, as you can only define yourself. And please stay wedgie. Thank you all.